again. Power I, they're set up. Carter's got it again. Off guard here, bounces to the outside. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Pomona.
Again, Allen with the block to pop Carter.
Nobody in or out of our latest 5A Top 10 football poll, but there has been some movement. We'll get to that in a moment, but those top three teams, they remain the same as Mullen upends Arapahoe 28-3. They go to 8-0. Regis rolled over Thunder Ridge 39-0, one of the most impressive victories of the year for Mark Dolan's squad. Regis is the real deal. Then Columbine went to 8-0 with a 51-21 victory over Bear Creek. Cameron McDonald, 5 touchdowns in the big league win. Now, Mullen Columbine coming up this week. Hands down, it is the biggest game in Class 5A. Not only this week, but I think it's safe to say of the entire year, it's going to be a great contest Thursday night, 1 versus 3. There was some movement at number 4 as Highlands Ranch knocked from the ranks of the unbeaten. They got thumped by Chaparral 42-0. Highlands Ranch, you see, moves all the way down to number 10. That means Ralston Valley. It opens up the door for Matt Lloyd's squad to move up. They leapfrog Rangeview. They're now number 4 at 8-0 after the big victory over Pomona, a game you can see right here on CET Sports. Chad Grenfell, the game-winning field goal, which is 6 seconds left to keep Ralston Valley undefeated. Rangeview, they've already won the East Metro League. They're going to get Thornton this week. They're going to go to 9-0 in all likelihood. Fort Collins has clinched his share of that Front Range League title. They beat Horizon 28-7. They have Fossil Ridge left. There's Chaparral. We have leapfrogged them over Cherokee Trail. Chaparral, their only 2 losses to Mullen, who's number 1, to Regis, who's number 2. That's a Chaparral football team with Andrew Loudenbach back that is going to make some noise in the 5A playoffs. Cherokee Trail sees their shutout streak end, but they get the big win over Cherry Creek, 48-31. They have clinched that Creek Conference title. Grand Junction win over Fruita, 28-10. They improved to 7-1, and Highlands Ranch, they fall all the way down from number 4 to number 10, but they do stay in our top 10s. They will take on Regis coming up this weekend. If the Falcons can win, that would create a 3-way tie in that Continental League Conference. On to Class 4A, and there is now only one unbeaten team left in Class 4A. That's Wheat Ridge. They stayed top 4 poll at number 1, 22-0 shutout win over Stanley Lake. Now, the other undefeated team going into last week, it was Whitefield. We had them at number 6. They lose 29-14 to Ryan Goddard in Pueblo South. They fall all the way down to number 9. Broomfield remains at number 2. They beat then number 5 Longmont 41-17. They do it in convincing fashion. How about Dan Gabel? The senior running back goes for 232 yards for the Eagles. Monarch, they improved to 7-1. They beat Brighton 27-14. Pine Creek, they also improved 7-1, a 54-7 win over Air Academy. The Eagles, their only loss was to Pueblo West here a couple weeks ago. Meanwhile, those Cyclones, they're up from number 10 to number 7. They have Pueblo South and Whitefield left on their schedule, so a tough way to finish it out for the Cyclones. You see 5 and 6. That's Ponderosa and Valor Christian. It is the matchup of the week in Class 4A. They'll play for a league title at Valor Christian coming up on Friday. Both teams got blowout wins here this past weekend. At Falcon, they sit at number 7. They're at 7-1 on the season after their win over Doherty. And again, there's Whitefield and Longmont at 9-10. Here's what we have coming up this week on CET Sports. We'll get our first look at those 4th-ranked Eagles. Pine Creek, they're going to take on Sand Creek coming up on Thursday night. We'll be down at District 20 Stadium for that. Then we move back up to 5A. Friday evening, it's Arapahoe taking on Chatfield. That should be a pretty competitive football game. And then on Saturday, we will have Heritage and Bear Creek. That game also from Jefferson County Stadium.